Have you ever wondered why the person you love the most also has the power to hurt you the deepest? Why does marriage, something that's supposed to bring joy and companionship, so often bring pain, conflict, and disillusionment? Could there be a hidden purpose in the challenges you face with your partner? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most emotionally charged and spiritually significant aspects of life, the unexpected blessings that come from a challenging marriage. If you're in a relationship that feels heavy, stuck, or even broken, this video is for you. You might be on the edge of something far more profound than you've ever imagined. Let's begin by addressing the truth that so many are afraid to admit. Marriage can feel like a burden, especially when things aren't going well. The early days of passion and hope can give way to routine, disappointment, arguments, and silent distance. It can feel like betrayal by your partner, by life, or by yourself. But what if this isn't the end of the story? What if your marriage, even in its most difficult moments, is not a mistake but a mirror? A sacred mirror, reflecting your wounds, your patterns, your beliefs about love, and your deepest spiritual lessons. This is the power of perspective. You see, when you're in the thick of marital struggle, it's easy to believe something has gone wrong. You may think you chose the wrong person, that your love has died, or that happiness is impossible. But what if the struggle is exactly where the blessing begins? Imagine standing in a storm. The wind is howling. The rain is blinding. You're scared, angry, confused. And yet that storm is breaking apart everything false, everything fragile, everything superficial. It's exposing the raw truth. And now, what you do with that truth is what shapes your destiny. Reframing your marriage means seeing the struggle not as the end, but as an invitation to grow, to awaken, to reconnect. Let me share a story. There was a time in my own marriage when things felt hopeless. We weren't speaking with kindness. Our routines became robotic. There was more resentment than romance. I thought we were over, but instead of running, we sat, we faced it, we cried, we screamed. We admitted truths we'd buried for years. And in that moment, something unexpected happened. We saw each other, not just as spouses, but as humans. Flawed, scared, still trying. That was the turning point, not when things became perfect, but when we chose to show up differently. Let's talk about navigating the storm. The beginning of marital challenges often comes with shock. Maybe there was a betrayal. Maybe just years of unmet needs. The emotional roller coaster, anger, grief, fear, numbness is real. This is not the time for denial. It's the time for truth. Communication becomes your lifeline. Not just talking but listening. Not just defending but being curious. Try this. What are you really feeling? What do you need that you haven't said? What is this pain trying to teach us? When that feels too hard, seek help. Therapy is not weakness, it's wisdom. It gives you tools, perspective, and a safe place to untangle the knots. Also, find healthy coping mechanisms. Journal, meditate, exercise. Talk to a friend, not to gossip, but to reflect. Avoid numbing alcohol. Escape blame. Honor your emotions but don't let them drive the car. Because beneath the pain lies power. Challenging marriages often reveal hidden strengths. You learn resilience. You adapt. You discover parts of yourself you didn't know existed. Your capacity to love beyond ego. Your ability to forgive. Your strength in vulnerability. You become more patient, more empathetic, more real. And when you grow, your relationship can too. There are countless couples who have come back from the edge. Infidelity, bankruptcy, illness, betrayal. They didn't just survive, they thrived. Because they used the pain as fuel for transformation. They rebuilt trust, not just by promises, but by consistent action. They deepened intimacy, not by passion alone, but through honest conversations and emotional knackdances. They created new rituals, weekly check-ins, shared goals, time apart to reconnect with themselves, then time together with renewed presence. What often heals a marriage is not fixing each other, but seeing each other. Being seen is one of the most healing things in the world. And sometimes it takes a crisis to finally look again. So if you're facing difficulty right now, ask yourself, what is this teaching me about love? What is it showing me about myself? How can I respond with truth and love instead of fear? The rewards are real. You develop communication skills that ripple into every part of life. You raise children who learn what real partnership looks like, not perfection, but persistence, honesty, forgiveness. You create a shared story that's deeper than fairy tales. It's and love. Love that has bled and healed, fallen and risen, shattered and been rebuilt. That kind of love is unbreakable. Now let's talk about the future. When you overcome difficulty in marriage, you don't just restore what was lost, you often build something better than you ever had. Because now there's no illusion. There's only truth. You see your partner's flaws and love them. You know your own wounds and take responsibility. You grow together, not just in good times, but through the fire. That's sacred. So what can you do right now? First, be honest with yourself and with your partner. Second, choose curiosity over judgment. Third, take responsibility for your role in the dynamic. Fourth, invest in connection, small acts of love, shared presence, gentle words. Fifth, believe in the power of transformation. No, not every marriage will survive. Some are meant to end. But even then the blessing is there. You learn what you need. You gain clarity. You grow. And that growth follows you into every relationship that comes next. Whether you stay or separate, healing is possible. Growth is possible. Peace is possible. And love, real love, is always possible. Thank you for watching this video. If you found growth through a challenging marriage, or are still in the middle of your own storm, share your journey in the comments, like, subscribe, and stay with us as we explore the deepest truths of love, partnership, and the human spirit. Until next time, may your love deepen, your hearts heal, and your story unfold with grace.